Jody. Come in. What it do, Las Vegas? It's your boy Sir Charles Tatum in the building on this great day at Hot 702.5, where we have over 1.9 daily listeners. And I am your boy here on Wednesdays and Saturdays, 12 p.m. Striving Artist Radio and Up Now Radio. Got my co-host, the one and only Gracie Love. What it do, baby? Can you hear me, Gracie? I can't hear you. I can't hear you. I don't know what happened. Well, keep this thing going. Grace? No. I check. 1, 2, 1, 2. Can you hear me? Yo, it's your boy Sir Charles Tatum back in the building, man. Nothing goes right. Nothing. You can plan it to go right, it just don't go right. So nothing I've learned is just to keep going no matter what, because people like imperfection. They want to see that you're not perfect like them. But this perfect person I'm about to interview here, man, this dude is almost past perfect, man. The dude, man, is just really. When I heard his music, I found out that I have to be more like this dude, meaning like know who I am. Confidence in your bars, confidence in what you say. That's just big nowadays, because people, all you got is your word and the bars. So, but this guy right here, man, solid dude, man. I feel like I know him, but I don't, just by his music. What it do, man?
What's going on, man? How you doing?
Man, I can't call it, man. It's just I'm inspired today, man. I'm really excited about this thing here, man. It's just like how they say you can prepare for things, and some things just don't go right. So
Yeah, yeah.
even in shows, you got to keep on going, even after
Now,
you
100%.
fall.
That's one of the number one things I practiced and learned. Where you got to just keep going because a lot of people may not even notice that you're messing up.
Right,
So
right.
that's what it
Until you
is.
show 'em. Man. So
Yeah.
what inspired you to become an artist and pursue this musical journey?
Honestly, when I was about like, you see, when you were like kindergarten and stuff, and they ask you what you want to be when you grow up, like that was like the
Right,
first thing I ever said. Like I was like, I want to be a rapper because
straight
I
up,
remember
huh?
I remember watching. I used to see like Fab on TV, like Fabulous or like Bow Wow, and then I got put onto Jay-Z and Biggie and stuff. So it was just like,
Right.
at that age, it was like I knew that's what I wanted to be. Like ever since I
Man,
was young.
that's crazy. You were born in 91?
I was born in '96.
96. Sorry about that.
Yeah.
That whole era in the 90s is just it's different. I was born in 80. Man,
Yeah.
what motivates you to keep going despite all the trials you had and still have to go through?
Honestly, I guess it's just the drive of wanting to prove myself right. To be like, this is something I wanted to do since I was young, so I know I can make it really happen. So
Right.
that I guess that's what really pushes me because I just want to see, I'll try to bring the best out of everybody. So I want to be able to bring the best out of myself and prove
Right.
to myself that everything that I wanted to be, it could really 100% happen.
Yeah, that's big. I really like when I heard your music. It was just uh, hearing someone sound profound in their words. And,
I
a person
appreciate
can
that.
say something, but the emotion behind it lets you know that they serious. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I heard that a
Nah,
lot, and mostly all the tracks. You know what I'm saying? Your expression of your words was big. Man, we got
I,
the Gracie here, man. The Gracie Love. She's back with us, man. What's up, Gracie?
oh man, we can't hear.
Yeah, we can't hear her. That sucks. Oh man. How do you feel about being compared to big legendary names such as J. Cole and Nas?
Honestly, it's a blessing for real because Cole is one of my favorite artists. I felt like I was able to relate to his story a whole lot. Being that college kid to balance out a whole bunch of stuff and still make it. Do whatever he could to take it to that level. So, and Nas is another one. Like growing up, that was my brother's favorite rapper. So it was
Yeah,
Nas being played all the time and stuff. So it was just
right.
like, that like it I was raised on that. So it just made it's like a compliment pretty much to be like, yo, you getting compared to these type of people, like
Man,
you
that's
it,
big.
it's
That's
amazing.
why when I saw, oh, I can hear you, Gracie. What's up, Gracie?
Hey, I
What's
Okay,
am
going
we
doing
here with
good. How are you guys doing?
we here, man. We
we
like
here, we here.
we ten
Good.
we 10 questions in.
Right, I see, I see. Well, I'm glad I could jump in and hear that because Cole is one of my favorites as well. So I could only imagine, like you said, the comparison to those two is
Yeah,
amazing. Yeah,
100%. It's really a blessing for real.
definitely.
Man,
So what is the reason behind your new project that you have? I seen that you had it's phases now, but before it was
Yeah.
quarantine flow. So what made the change, and what's the message behind this project?
Okay, so with quarantine flows, with us being locked in and stuff, I wanted to be able to still give people product. Like I was just like, you know what? Let's give them content. Let's give them whatever we possibly could. So I wanted to learn how to be self-reliant as much as possible. So with that being said, I was able to shoot the quarantine flows myself. I was able to, learn how to mix it a little bit. I would edit the videos myself and just post it. That way I didn't rely on nobody. Every Monday I was able to give them some. So in the last
man,
episode of Quarantine Flows, I was like, we'll bring this back with another name because it's only right. Because people were pissed off that I was just finishing it off and stuff. So then I thought of the idea to be like, you know what? Let's do phases. phases, because it would just be a different emotion, a different feeling, a different vibe every single time I drop one of these episodes. So with what we doing right now we in phase 1. It's gonna be 3 phases this year, and each phase has like 10 episodes. So we're gonna have the first quarter of the year, we're gonna have the 10. In the summertime, we're gonna have another phase 2, and then phase 3 is in the wintertime. And after phase one is done, we're gonna drop like a little like a little EP of like maybe 5 or 6 of my favorite phases episodes. Extend them a little bit, throw some of my friends or features and stuff like that, and just have some fun with it, give it to the people.
Nice. I mean, definitely a lot of work that is involved in putting together such a massive piece, but it sounds absolutely dope. And I was seeing a lot of people are awaiting this project, so they're ready for it. So something else I want to know: how were you able, like you said, with the quarantine, lockdown, and the COVID? How were you able to put together the banger "To Lead" with Prada Mama, which is she looks amazing in the video?
Yeah, that's my homie right there. So the way that we came about that song, I executive produced her project that isn't released yet. And so while we were doing that, one of my producers sent me the beat to the league, and I was like, yo, this is crazy. Like immediately I kept having this. Usually my process with writing, if I'm thinking of a hook and I like it at that moment, I'll sit with it for like a week. And if I still like it that much, I'll be like, all right, cool, we're gonna go with it. So I kept saying that I just got used to this, that whole thing. So I was like, all right, cool, we're gonna do that. And then as soon as I did the whole reference to the track, I had a product. I'm like, I went to the studio because we were still working on a project, and I'm like, yo, I don't care if you like this song. I don't care how you feel about this song. I don't care nothing. You need to do whatever you can and outshine me on this record. She was like, what you mean outshine you on this record? I'm like, bro, just listen to the record. This is gonna be the biggest song you ever been a part of. Trust me. And it ended up being the biggest song. So it was just amazing.
Right, absolutely. The video looks really cool, and I was reading you wanted it to look like like the backstage scene of the video shoot, and that was a dope little aspect. I like that.
I appreciate that. Yeah, that was one of the ideas we got. Me and my homie Cole, who directed the whole video. He wanted to it's funny because we had that idea. Usually when I work with a director, I want to let them hear the song and see what they have to say with themselves. And immediately he came to me, he was like, yo, this would be dope. It was like a backstage type of, I'm like, yo, that's crazy. So it was just like, we were able to really connect with that and, bring that vision out for the people.
I think that's one of the best things, that when someone else is really right there with you, when you say something and you can tell that they genuinely there with you, because it ain't like, the emotions keep on going with it. You know what I'm saying? You can feel the raw energy of it, man.
100%.
Your influences, man. So those comparisons lets me know that you was influenced by that 90s era of the music.
Yeah, definitely.
How did you feel about the whole 98, the year of 98 being the biggest year of hip hop? Mostly everybody that dropped that year went gold or platinum, because Pac and Biggie just died.
Yeah. I think it's crazy because me being so young, this is how I know how big of an impact it was, because just me being maybe 7 or 8, we're able to still talk about those times and stuff. You feel me? So it's just that much of an influence. But it's crazy though, because there's a lot of people who don't, they'll talk a little down on hip hop nowadays. But I think right now it's the best that it's ever been, because we're finally seeing it grow to the point that there's so many different avenues of hip hop. Rock was able to do that. They had their punk, they had heavy metal, all that type of stuff. We got conscious rap, we got trap music, we got chill, moody rap, we got all these different types of things. So I feel it's dope to see it expand like that.
Yeah, that's big. Gracie.
Yeah, right here, you.
Man, it's crazy because, I make jokes, but they're serious jokes. You got that light skinned Drake favor. You know what I'm saying? You got the light skin Drake favor. So I really seeing you really like being big and successful already. You know what I'm saying? Because not
Yeah.
only that, it's where Las Vegas is also where we're at with our music scene. And for us to start doing these interviews with these celebs, it's like, man, everybody that we're interviewing is on their way while we're on their way. You know what
Yeah.
I'm saying? So you really got our blessings to really take it to the highest heights, dude. We believe in you.
Yeah.
You know what I'm
I
saying?
appreciate that.
I was convinced, like through your music, like, okay, this dude real. You can just tell when people rap if they're
Yeah.
serious about it, if they're not. You can tell, and it's like you got that, bro.
No,
You got
I
that.
appreciate that greatly, man. I try to do the most that I possibly can. There's some things that work to some favors, some that don't, and all that type of stuff. So I
Right,
just try to, I just try to do the most that I can and leave the rest to God. You feel me?
right. No, you're doing that,
Absolutely,
bro.
absolutely.
Yeah.
Yeah,
So
man.
I would like to know, what what two artists would you like to see and do a versus battle? If you could see two artists go in together, they'd be doing
Uh,
like Keisha Cole and
yeah,
everybody
yeah,
like
yeah.
that. So what two artists you want to see go head to head?
Honestly, I would love to see Drake and Wayne do one together. I
Oh
I
yeah.
think that would be
That will be
crazy.
dope.
I
That'll
kept
be
That
hearing
really
would
I
dope,
kept hearing
dog.
stuff like Wayne and M, but like all this stuff. But I feel like Wayne and Drake would be like
Yeah,
yeah.
that would
that's
be crazy.
consistent fire. Like every track they should gonna drop is gonna be bangers.
Yeah, that's gonna be
So
tough.
Definitely.
yeah,
So
bro.
that's my vote.
That's what I meant by that Drake favor that you got. I've never seen anyone run the stereo or the radio like he has, bro.
Right.
No
Bruh,
one. No one.
bruh.
Definitely.
Once
That
once
that
these people once these people catch wind of you, dog, it's just like take off like a rocket. Certain things just, you know what I'm saying?
It's
It's
crazy. I've been told that so many times, and it's like one of those situations that you kind of just gotta. Because obviously I don't see it the way that y'all seeing it because I'm in the moment. You
right,
feel me? So it's
right.
like
Right.
I'm just in that moment of like, all right, I just gotta keep going, because there's millions of people who always gonna tell you like, yo, I see you doing this, I see this. If somebody one of my homies told me recently, he was like, yo, I gotta treat you like let's put it in stock terms. Right here, you right there, like you gonna like once it goes up, it's gonna stay up to the moon type thing. Like it's not gonna be
Right.
also thing. So I
Nah,
was like, you know what, God willing, bro, I just gotta keep working and doing what I'm doing because I guess I'm doing something
Absolutely.
right.
yeah.
So yeah,
Right. You made it this far, right? You got to be doing something right. So,
yeah.
Nah, facts.
what's important to you? Is it having the fame, or is it having people really understand your lyrics and what you're writing, your point of view?
It's crazy because one of the biggest things, I'm such a private person. And I love element of surprise. I think that's a dying art nowadays because everything is like everybody wants to see everything. But I'm somebody who never cared about being famous. I don't like if it was my choice, I wouldn't want to be famous. But the thing is, I want to be a legend. So it's like I know that that's what comes with it. So I'm willing to go through that, but I never care about being famous. I just care about the music sticking around for as long as it possibly can.
Right. I feel that you want to be played 20, 30 years from now.
Yeah, I'm telling you right now, the
Yeah,
moment that
For
that
sure.
things start hitting off and all that, like
yeah.
I'm gonna be just like how Cole, Kendrick are. They do their job and they go back to their normal life real quick. You're not gonna
Right.
Right.
see them, hear from them, or nothing.
Nah,
And then you
nah,
want to hear me
facts.
in 2 years later. Y'all got something for
Hmm.
y'all type thing.
Nah, that's crazy you say that too, because it's like knowing how to balance your star power,
Yeah,
and that's one of my questions here is how do you control your star power?
honestly, I'm very family oriented. So it's like I've been blessed enough to have both of my parents in my life. So I was able to just learn from them and stay grounded. Honestly, they keep me grounded, and if it wasn't for them, I wouldn't be able to kind of just see things a certain way or be
Right.
thankful or be move the way that I am. So I got to give a lot of credit to them.
Yeah, that's big.
Definitely.
Yeah.
Shout outs to the parent.
Yeah, for
Right.
sure.
Nah, real talk. And for you, like you say, having both of them in your household, that's big.
Yeah, bro,
Going
Fortunate,
through
yeah.
both.
it's crazy.
Some people
Like,
have both parents and still come out bad. You know what I
yeah,
mean?
Yeah,
you feel
right.
me? That's what
Yeah.
I'm saying. Like, it's a blessing that it's just how everything kind of worked out.
No,
And
that's
so
Mhm.
real.
it's, I'm thankful for that.
Did your parents
Definitely.
accept your role when you said you wanted to be a rapper?
Oh, hell no.
Well, you better get a job, boy. You better
Yeah.
get a job.
Right.
Imagine like a kindergartner telling you I want to be a rapper when I grow up. So where
Right.
we lived at, right? Because I come from a Dominican background,
Okay.
so we come from like a biracial Dominican background. So it's like you get both sides of it. But where we lived, it wasn't the greatest area here in New York. So they wanted to keep us away from as much as we possibly could because there could have been a different, like, we could be like our block was fine, but you go to the next block and it's like, okay, you get what I'm saying? So it's like
Mhm.
my parents try to keep us in as much as possible. So any little thing that was like they could get us out of that bubble, it was like, nah, you know what? So me being a kindergartner saying like, I want to be a rapper when I grow up, they're like, no, you don't. So,
Right.
but as time went on, the only reason why I ended up really even taking this serious was because my little brother, he ended up producing when he was 12 years old. And from there, it was like, but at that time, I was an athlete. I was a baseball player. So, he just kept doing it. So on my spare time, I would just write to things and just get hyped, be like, oh, okay, this is dope. Like, this is dope. So then by the time I was like 16 or 17, I was like, you know what? I really want to do this, and I could really take it that far. And, once they started seeing how serious I was with it and all these different doors that would be unlocked with it, it was like, yo, nah, you know what? You got our full support. So now you see my mom like in the front row, like at the show, was going crazy and stuff. With
Right.
my pops would be low key. He'll be in the show, like he'll pull up like and stay all the way in the back so nobody see him or anything like that, and then he'll
Yeah.
just dip off type of thing. So yeah,
Funny,
But
right?
that is cool. That is cool.
It
And
really
then here,
is.
like you and your brother getting to have that chance, that bond to see him creating, you guys be creative. That's
yeah,
definitely a dope aspect of your story as well.
100%.
It really is.
So does he still do beats? Is that something that
Yeah,
he still okay?
100%. He doesn't do all of my stuff, but there is stuff that he is on.
Mhm.
There's some songs that are out, but yeah, he's definitely 100% still into it, and he does as much as he possibly can.
Man, that's crazy how your little brother end up
Absolutely.
lighting your torch for you.
Word, right? Like,
Yeah, it
ain't
be
that
Yeah,
like
so?
that.
Ain't
yeah,
that
like
so?
I mean, my little
yeah,
brother
yeah.
be blowing me away with his stuff every other day. He's like, "You want to hear my new song?" I'm like, what? I just put it on Spotify. You did what? When? When? Where's your homework, sir? Let me see that. You doing all this extra
Right,
stuff.
right.
Not definitely. Everything happened for a reason. Like,
It
everything.
does. It does.
Definitely, definitely. A
Mhm.
house of creative children. I know your parents are proud.
Oh yeah. Yes,
Right.
100%. It's been crazy, honestly. It definitely has been.
Really
So
has,
let me
bro.
rack your brain a little bit one more time. If
Mhm.
you had to pick between Nas and J. Cole, who would you consider to be the best between them?
Oh,
Who you picking?
okay. You see, like Nas is like a certified like legend that when people say top fives, like you see like when they say Jay-Z, Eminem, Nas, and they be like, you can't say those three, those don't count. Like they're there no matter what. So like
Right.
that's the hard part. But like with Cole for me was I was able to relate to the story as much as like that was like a personal connection to that story for me. So they're both great. So it's like, but when it comes to a personal connection for me, I'm gonna have to go with Cole just because of the fact that I was able to really experience like some of those things. So
Mm.
yeah.
I feel that a lot more relatable. That's kind of how I feel. I'm more relate more with J. Cole and the way he writes. Not to knock Nas in any way, like you said, definitely a legend,
Exactly.
and definitely does his thing when he gets on a beat. But like you said, I can relate more to J. Cole. I'm just like, me and him need to be in the park writing poetry,
Yeah.
having a picnic. It'd be amazing. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's crazy though because I say uh, without Nas, there is no J. Cole.
Exactly. That's
Oh
100% true.
yeah, oh
That's
yeah.
You know what I'm
100%
I
saying?
true.
mean, I think
So
he expressed that when he did the "Let Nas Down," and just feeling like how that was a legend and how
you
he
know,
wanted to impress him.
Yep.
and yeah, that's crazy because J. Cole, I'm gonna speak for him. He's more appreciative of the art and the music that he will actually probably say that. Without Nas, there is no me. You know what I'm
Mhm.
saying?
Exactly.
So
Feel me?
yeah, you being a trailblazer, a young trailblazer at that, you sticking with your government name, dude. I seen that your public records got out, dog. I'm like, how
Yeah,
do you
man.
feel about that, man? Your public records.
Yeah.
Soon as you make it, here go your public records. You knew you should have made
Word,
it
right?
then.
Word, right?
I
So
made it,
yeah,
mama.
it's crazy because like I was always that dude that love being that one name. So I loved it just being Iman. That was like my thing. I wanted to stay with that, just keep going with it and just be that person. But you know, it was so much harder for everybody to find my music because there was like four other Imans, and then Iman Shumpert want to start rapping and then putting music out as Iman.
Right,
I was like,
right,
yo,
right.
I was like, come on, bro, you're not making this like any easier. So, my publicist Chanel, she ended up just telling me, she's like, yo, boy, you better just put your last name on there, like what it is. And I was at first I was kind of like, I was like, I don't know, because I love the fact that it's just this, but I guess it just embrace me being me. I guess it just shows how original and how organic it could possibly be with me. So this is what you get.
Yeah, it's a
Right.
strong name, bro. That's a strong name.
Definitely,
Definitely.
man,
Oh,
definitely, and it's
fact.
crazy because like it's funny because like with the name Iman, it has to do with God, and then like my first name it means God is with us. So it's just
Mhm.
like it's just crazy how like all those things go together.
Yeah,
Right.
that's dope, man.
Yeah,
That's dope. That's somebody
Nothing
next
like
to you.
having a spiritual meaning behind your name.
yeah, like it like it's like it
Right.
feels special.
Yeah.
Yeah. People be like, is it Grace or Gracie? I'm like, either or. I'm not gonna Grace is fine. Thank
Right.
you.
Right. Yeah, it's Sir Charles, so I had to put the Sir on it to, have that impact on it, man.
Hey
So
man, you see it, that presence is there. You feel me?
yeah, that's right. Oh
Yeah,
man,
I already know.
with the pandemic and everything, I know our time is getting short though, but I truly believe that a lot of stars are made in the pandemic. A lot of millionaires come out of the pandemic.
Yeah.
Uh, you think that pandemic has done that for you?
You know what? I would say I'm thankful for the pandemic because I was able to understand myself more. Even
Hmm.
though, like you every year or every day you grow and continue to learn something about yourself and be a better person that you can. But when you locked in, like I'm already a homebody, but when you're forced to be home, it hit way different. And so like, I was able to learn a lot about myself even more. And you know what? I was able to get a little bit more creative. At first, it was hard because me being the artist that I am, I like to write about experiences. I like to live. I like to do all that
Right.
type of stuff. So, I had to tap into like, you know what? Let me learn how to be a little bit more creative with what I got. Because there
Hmm.
may be a lot of situations that a lot of people are going through the same thing, and that's not stopping them.
Right.
So I was like,
Right.
let me try something out. And so I'll be thankful for that for sure.
That's dope. That's dope. You got any
But
more questions, Mark?
the shows messed up though. I'll tell you that much. The shows, I missed those because I'm somebody who literally thrives off of performances and all that, and
Yeah.
that worked for me beautifully. But that's the only thing I could say I really miss. That that helped out so much. But you got to find a different way how to get it right now. That's it.
Right.
Yeah.
Right. So
Yeah.
you mentioned performance. So where is somewhere that you see yourself performing? Like where's your like idea spot? I gotta perform there one day.
One day, I got a couple. I gotta do Madison Square Garden.
I knew
Like
you was
Okay.
gonna say that one. I
I,
knew you was
I
gonna say
gotta I
that one.
gotta like
Off
I have
top, the first one.
Yeah, I have to. Like, I remember just like, cause I remember going to even Barclays Center in Brooklyn, like, and seeing a whole bunch of people just like sell these venues out and all that. And one of my, like, for example, one of my biggest goals, like, maybe 2 years ago, or 3 years ago was that I always wanted to sell out a venue over here in New York called SOBs. And, you know, out like maybe 2 years later, I was able to sell that thing out myself. So like being able to just keep going higher and higher, and I see it. Like I've had visions of like I can see Madison Square Garden being filled like that. So that's definitely one of the ones that's like once I'm there, I'm gonna be like, yo, I wouldn't even know how to handle this right now. Like that's too
Hey,
much.
well, just remember that we talked to you about it, and you send us some tickets. We
You
jinxing
know,
it
Okay,
right
right.
now.
We
We
know
we
we
gonna
speak
jinx
into
it.
existence. Yes.
Yeah, we gonna talk
100%.
that to existence.
100%. Y'all gonna come
So
all the way from Vegas and y'all gonna pull up. We gonna do
yeah,
this.
We need a
we're
track. I
gonna
need a track. How we do a feature? How we do a
we're
feature
going to
together?
Madison Square.
Hey, yeah, y'all got me right here. So you know what? You just reach out. Y'all already got the contact.
Right.
Can we get a quick freestyle from you?
Oh man, oh man. All right. You know what? How about I do a little something from I could do a little something from one of the phases that we did so people could go back and tune into that.
I like that. Let's do that.
All right, so look, I feel you reaching every time that we speak. There's a chain of command before you get to me and add to the links. My position never shifted. I make plays for the team and trust that Nova call a shot so I don't aim with a beam. I'm crossing my T's. I know you see me double them V's. I'm a diamond in the rough to brush that dirt off my sleeve. I'm coming in clean and you ain't getting blood on my leaves. We'll have that Nina singing loud and yeah, we'll chop up the beat. I'm not violent, but don't test me. I hate to see me do things that ain't right just like a lefty. I learned that just because it's love don't mean you're going to protect me. And how you say we're brothers to the end when you just met me, but diss me indirectly. Just charge it to the game and get your credit up. Money doesn't make you, it just changes your competitors. Don't just lean on me. It took me years to see a level up. I had to cut a lot to tighten up just like a tummy tuck. Yeah.
Hey.
I like
I
that flow,
love
man.
that. I
Yeah,
love
it's like
that.
I could tell, like even without the beats, you know, you still. I'm over here just mobbing my head, but I'm hearing the beat as you know, after the comma. Some people pause
Yeah.
after the comma. You know what I'm saying? So that,
Yeah.
yeah, man, that flow
Hey,
is
you said
unstoppable, bro.
The
that's
phases is definitely going to be a hot one. Definitely.
yeah.
Definitely.
I'm hoping, man. We just gonna keep doing it, and you know, people are loving it. They're getting bigger and bigger as they go, and you know, we getting more people to tune in. I'm getting a whole bunch of people from like Nigeria and South Africa like reaching out to me, be like, "Yo, we just saw phases. This is dope." All of this stuff, and I'm like, "Yo, that's crazy." Like that, all of that is
Yeah,
happening.
Right.
So
yeah.
we
It's
gonna
that Drake
take it.
effect, dog. That Drake
Hey
effect
man,
kicks it in.
like let's see what happens. Let's definitely see what happens.
Definitely.
Man,
It's only going to get better from here. And we got to
right.
get you on the track with me, like for sure. I'm
Let's
going
do
to
it.
go whoever I need to talk to. Yeah, I'm about to be in the next video. We're going to have the later part two. Gracie on the beat. Hey, I'm not going to play with y'all today.
So you
Hey,
never know.
whenever y'all need me, I'm here for it. Let's do it. Feel
For
me?
sure. For
Let's do it.
sure. So
Man,
when everything is back and ready, you're gonna come out here to Vegas, right? You're gonna be in the studio live with us for sure, right?
Yeah, 100%. 100%. We got to do that for sure. For sure.
Definitely, definitely.
yes,
And we
sir.
definitely gonna have a hot battle. We'll have a hot battle, me versus you, sir. I'm gonna come
Oh,
with my bars ready.
let's do it. Let's do it. I gotta get my pen ready. I gotta get my
You
pen.
got you got it, and I'm a lefty too, so you know we creative, and I'm
Ooh.
like, got it. Wow, I'm ready.
Man. All right. You know what? I'm gonna see what I got for you. Let's see. Let's see.
All right, for sure, for sure. I can't wait.
Man,
Nothing but fire.
man, this is actually a dope interview at the same time because I feel like we just all on the phone, having a good conversation, having fun. And
Those be the best ones.
this is what how I know that you really got that star power and that effect because it's like you invite us into your world and here we are just sitting here learning about you and laughing because we're enjoying your
Yeah.
presence right now. You know what I'm saying?
Absolutely.
And likewise, you
Facts,
know that
bro.
it's just great conversation.
Yes,
So where
sir.
can people find your music? Where can they stream you? Where can we help get your streams up?
All right, so it's very easy for y'all. So y'all can go on any streaming services and type in Iman Nunez. right there, like just how y'all see it. And all social media platforms, only one Iman, exactly how it's spelled and everything. And I'm not a big Twitter user. I'm very big on Instagram though, so y'all could definitely follow me on Instagram and just stay updated. I post everything there.
Okay, and that's really you posting. You don't got like scheduled posts. That's really you.
No, that's me. That's 100% me. Twitter, I don't know about Twitter though. I'm not a big tweeter just because I rather, like I said, I like keeping things secretive as much as possible. I don't like to give people too much. I like to give that element of surprise as much. So if I keep giving y'all too much or let y'all see every little thing or give you my every thought, is like I feel like I'm messing that up.
Yeah.
Right. Definitely. I understand that. So you guys make sure you are checking him out. I want to thank you so much for coming and joining us on this Tuesday. And like you said, letting us into your world today. It's been an absolute pleasure learning more about you from you. Things can get mixed up when you all on the internet. So it's good to have you on, and thank you so much for doing that.
And I appreciate y'all for having me. Like, it means
a
lot.
Man. You definitely got my blessings. You definitely be played, man. Wednesdays and Saturdays. And man, like I say, man, keep going harder than your mama belt, man. Keep doing your thing. Yes, sir.
Hey, man, again, like I said, I appreciate y'all for taking the time to, even have a conversation. And definitely when this is all over, we're going out to Las Vegas. Y'all come to New York, and we're gonna have some fun.
Hey, for sure. I came out there, and I can't wait to come back. So I'm definitely all for the East Coast visit.
Definitely.
Yep. I'll be there in June for my birthday, Brody.
Hey man, you already know you can reach out for sure. Let's do something.
All right, trip to in June. We're gonna be there in June. All right, see you in June, sir.
Man, signing off, man. Again, much love and respect, man, from Hot 702.5 FM, Las Vegas. Thank you guys for tapping in. Make sure you guys stream this guy, man. Support. Can't say it enough. Support goes a long way.
Definitely.
Absolutely.
Appreciate y'all, man.
Thank you. Have a good